Every now and again, a girl has to do what a girl has to do. And for us girls, Jules and myself, it's about taking the hubbies fishing. So that period of time between Christmas and New Year, that's what we do. So we thought we'd bring some of those adventures to you as well.
So big expectations today, especially after yesterday's happened. So we've got 2 birds on board, so when the birds are around, then there must be tuna here too. Awesome optimism. Lovely sunrise. Page is off to the right. Starboard brother.
What did you say?
I said off to the right. Let's call it starboard.
Pulling up onto our favourite bottom bouncing spot, we decided we'd try and get some nannies for tea. If all else failed, there'd be something at least to take home for dinner.
Move up here, Skip.
I was lucky enough to get a nanny, and poor old Kev, he just got a little spiky gurnard.
Woohoo!
He's been stung by one of those before, so he's always very cautious with them.
Double hooker.
Well, it didn't take long for the guys to get bored with this. So we thought, well, we'll feed them up on some leftover Christmas lunch stuff and head off towards the tuna grounds. The tuna had been late coming in this year, and we still actually hadn't caught one, so we hadn't had any tuna on board at all. It's the week between Christmas and New Year, and we thought we would just go and have a bit of a look around. We had heard that there were a few fish around, however they were very small, but all we could do was hope. You know, it's not every day we have JUSTAHUBBYs on board, so we thought we'd make the most of it. I also love this time of year because food on the boat is abundant with all the leftover Christmas stuff. So on the menu today is not only awesome cheese platter stuff, prawns and cold meat, but we've also got pavlova and trifle. I'm sure they've only come for the food.
What about you, Skip? Did you catch any nannies today?
I think I caught a couple of double headers.
A couple of what?
Double headers.
Headers?
A couple of double headers. See some tuna now, just to top off a beautiful day.
It has been a beautiful day.
It's been a while since it's been nice enough for me to be able to stand up here and look at the birds.
Yep.
I miss it. The wind in your face, you smell the salt air, you feel all the tensions of the world just disappear. It's like, even the old hip feels good up here.
With the boys in the skipper seat, we were just hoping to find some tuna, and we had a bit of a drive to where we wanted to go.
Hang on, honey.
Well, that was quick. We didn't even have all the rods out and Kev's hooked up.
Totally unorganised. We haven't even got the net ready. The deck is a bit of a chaos, but hey, we'll make it work. Oh, sorry. first tuna for the season. Go, Jules. Do you want to take it back to that corner so I can get this net in? It's a little nugget. I don't think you'll go long past.
This time.
Well, the first just a gill tuna. Throwing him around the boat. We do have a chart so we can work out roughly what his weight is. Geez, Jules, you're losing your touch.
Calm down, baby.
We measured bluefin tuna from the tip of the nose to the fork in the tail.
Oh, he's feisty.
What's that?
This is 72.
71.
71, he's not even on the chart. What line class was it? 10? Okay, so he doesn't get a tag. He's not got a line class. So we're going to keep this one. It's Kev's first fish for the season, so we're going to have some sashimi tonight. Nice fish, Dad. Bit wee, but sashimi will be good. Yeah? Awesome. Let's icky him and get him off to bed.
We needed to get lines in and get trolling pretty much straight away. We were hoping to get our first tuna points for the season.
Go Richard! Go Richard! Go Richard! Go Richard! Team Rich! I see that thumb go near that spool. Off with your head!
Sometimes we find it easier when we've got newies or hubbies on board to turn the boat around rather than trying to get them to manoeuvre their fish around. It does make things a lot easier.
The colour?
Yeah. It's like Kev's brother.
Kev's brother.
Your brother.
That little.
His brother from another mother.
We're blue. Is it blue?
Yeah.
You see the double. Might have the first season's tag. That'll be cool. Hey, Jules. We get all of that double on there first. There's the leader. I mean,
Step back.
here's a little nugget. You got your drag back in case he decides to run, Richard. Just halfway back towards you. That's it.
Yeah.
Next time.
So then if he runs, it's not too tight on him.
He's spicy. Oh, he's off.
Sorry, Richard.
Oh, bugger. Likes that lure.
Oh yeah. Righty, get him in.
What a bugger.
Get them in.
He was a big fish.
He's a fat little bugger, eh?
What we needed to do now was get all these rods straight back in the water and find a hanky for Richard to wipe his crying eyes with.
Where'd it go?
Take care. Did we get the teaser out here?
It's always hard when you're fishing with people you don't usually fish with because you don't know where they're going to go, how they're going to position themselves in the boat. When we all fish together, we don't even notice each other because we all know how each of us moves. But you put a couple of newies in there and sometimes it just ends up being a big mess. I've still got a rod to bring in, yeah. Have we got fish here? Okay, hold them up. Right, so, come down here. Okay, so go up. Richard, you come down. Okay, so Richard, come across this way. You come this way with your rod. I know, I heard you say it under your breath. Geez, she can nag as well. Was that one coming? Oh, it wasn't even. The hardest thing with a three-way hookup is knowing which way the fish are going to go. Pretty handy having someone like Richard on board. He's tall, so he could just stand at the back, hold up his rod, and wait.
High five, everybody!
Good job, Skip.
Woohoo! Good job!
You want to hold your fish with your lure. And how about I stay?
Three-way hookups with 10 kilo fish are a lot easier than three-way hookups with 20 kilo fish. So we were lucky this time. We got them all, and they were only little fish.
Hang on, the sun has to be on us. Someone has to be on this side of me. Richard, come on this side of me.
Nice one. There you go, woman.
Does this sound like deja vu to you? It does to me. Oh, and that's a remnant of a broken double that we've been trying to retie for quite some time, blowing in the wind.
Was it skirt?
Skirt. Jules, I can't see yours. Everyone looking at me? Everyone looking at me?
After the break, lots more fun and lots more tuna. One of the most amazing things in the ocean are dolphins. And it doesn't matter how many times you see them, they just fill you with a sense of peace. They're also very clever, and they know not to take a lure. Usually where there's dolphins and birds, there's tuna as well. When the rods go off, we travel just that little bit further, just in case we can hook the other rods up as well. If the shoddy hasn't gone off, that's the rod furthest back. We'll wind that one as quickly as possible in, and quite often we'll hook up on the retrieve.
Are you nearly in? I'm on a fish and I'm nearly in.
Can you bring the boat round? Hook heave out that corner.
Hook heave out that corner,
Yeah,
yep.
hook heave out that corner. I'll leave the jaws of tuna on the fish. That's the smallest tuna I've ever seen, Jill. Walk back.
We just couldn't get away from the small fish. They were only tiny little things, and we're running out of day, so hopefully we can find some bigger fish soon.
Oh,
We still had Kev on, so hopefully his fish might be a little bit bigger.
See how it's just that tiny little ripple on the
Yeah,
water?
it's amazing, isn't it?
Yeah. What's the time on the clock there, Richard?
6:20.
We've got another half hour
Half
yet.
hour, and then we got to go fast.
Hopefully this one points.
This looks like a good fish. Does it feel better than the others, Kev?
Did you say no?
No.
Oh, it's another peanut.
Oh, is that?
It's tiny. Tiny as can be.
We tend to find that tuna swim in schools of all around the same size, so we knew we had to move.
Here he is. TSH skirt.
They like that one too.
Yeah, they love the pinks. They're absolutely going berserk on pinks.
So we're going to put him back.
Yeah, let's just let him go. Yep, put 3 in. There we go.
Hang on a minute.
You let him go?
Get out.
Doesn't he want to go home? Does he want to go with you, Jules?
There we go, Jules.
Do you want some underwater footage?
Oh, go home to your mum, Bubba.
We don't usually have a problem releasing fish from the net, but this little thing, he just did not want to go. I think he was confused in his direction.
Either way.
For another day.
Rightio, ready?
We'll put him out again.
Yep.
Gotta find a bigger school.
We needed to find a school with some bigger fish in it, so we could put a few points on the boat. We have a little bit of a thing happening where I usually take the last fish of the day, and you know what? A lot of the times it's the biggest fish of the day as well. But when it's time to head in, that last strike is usually for the skill. Richard chose to retrieve the shoddy, and yep, you guessed it, he's hooked up as well.
Oh, what was that? What was that? Did you just see that fish?
We go like a shower.
Yeah. It has this black pink lure on it.
Let's step back.
We really do need to do some net lessons with Mr. Tito. And that's all I'm going to
Did
say
it
about
come
that
up
one.
in your water?
It's come up over here. It's gone flying over
How are you?
under the boat. Has it gone?
Yeah. Step back.
There's others down here too.
Oh, Tracy's first.
Oh, Tracy's fish is over here.
Oh no, she's not. Hang on. Do you want me to do Richard or you do Richard? Kev?
Oh, can I bring it in, can I?
Yeah.
Is it a big one or not?
Yeah, Kev. Oh, finally! I think we've got points. Brad.
So we finally had a tag for the day, and now we just had to convince Jules it was time to go in. So time to pack up, get out of there, and do it all again tomorrow. So what a better thing to get the boys for Christmas than their very own blue Justy Girl shirt. We also had to have still a little bit of pink on there. But we do have the blue ones now, so if it's something that you'd like, chase us up on our socials and we can help you get one. Just a Girl, out.